Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the managing director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. For those who have watched this channel for a number of years, and on one level, I feel bad for you if you have, because I do a lot of this news is kind of dry, but it is pertinent. I do appreciate when folks tell me, hey, we really appreciate you putting out the news on this stuff, and I like doing it. But for those who have watched this channel for a prolonged period of time, you'll remember the phrase "good guys in, bad guys out." That was sort of promulgated a few years back with anti-immigration, and it actually is a pretty good, how do we call it, kind of moniker, if you will, for the paradigm of Thai immigration presently. As I've discussed in other videos in the past, Thai immigration had much more of an administrative paradigm, if you will, rather than an enforcement paradigm, which is what Thai immigration presently has. And I think this good guys in, bad guys out notion goes to sort of show that. I thought of making this video after reading a recent article from the Phuket News, that's thephuketnews.com. Article is titled, "Ukrainian Man Arrested at Phuket Airport, Charged for 114 Days of Overstay." I urge those who are watching this video, go check out that article in detail. The excerpt I'm going to quote here goes to the issue of good guys in, bad guys out. So if you want to read about that, more details on that story, I urge you to go to the Phuket News and read that for yourselves. That said, quoting directly, according to Immigration Bureau regulations, the fine for overstaying is 500 baht per day. However, the, quote, good guys in, bad guys out, unquote, policy implemented in 2016 stipulates that foreigners arrested for an overstay of less than 1 year will be deported and blacklisted from re-entering the country for 5 years. Those arrested for an overstay more than 1 year will face deportation and a 10-year re-entry ban. So, yeah, this is that policy regarding arrest. If you're arrested, even on a 1 day of overstay, if you're arrested and apprehended in Thailand, that can lead to a blacklisting of 5 years, even a day, if you're arrested. Now, as I discussed in another video made contemporaneously with this one, Thai immigration seems to be taking a more proactive stance with regard to this, and they're actually going after people in the airport. At one time, I kind of viewed the airport myself as being, you're sort of home free. Once you get there, you pay your fine, you're done with it. No, Thai immigration, it looks like, is taking a more aggressive posture on this, and we're seeing people arrested at the airport. This is the second one of these I've read from the Phuket News regarding, on this channel, regarding the arrest of somebody at the airport. That's very uncommon. If you look back in the past, that just was not routinely done, and it looks like more and more immigration enforcement is starting to do that. So again, this whole good guys in, bad guys out, and it has two components to it. One is this enhanced enforcement. The other thing is, look, as we've discussed in other videos, things like permanent residence applications are much more efficiently processed than times past. And that's an example of sort of the good guys in sort of mentality associated with that, with this whole immigration thing. But at the same time, more to the point, and something you're going to see more often, I think, is the bad guys outside, where we see this proactive approach from Thai immigration taking much more of an enforcement operation, rather than simply being sort of administrators of just stamping people in and out of Thailand at an immigration checkpoint.